Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. When a man thinks a woman is the one. Now, a sister had asked me about this in a comment a week or so ago, and I didn't write the sister's name down, but I thought it was I was like, well, okay, that's something. When a man thinks a woman is the one. Because that's a question with a lot of y'all ladies, because a lot of y'all ladies do meet that guy who got everything that you want. You know, he fine, he making some money, he a good leader, he's a real man. But that dude he ain't looking at you as if you're the one. He don't want to settle down with you. Hey, we know that's a problem, because we know y'all only checking for certain men anyway. You know, that's right there. But then you still want to get them, so it's like, okay, you feeling that man? How do you feel if he's the one, or if he feels you're the one? I'm gonna tell you what. One thing, men, and I've talked about this in a podcast before, men don't look at love the same way as women. They really don't. They really don't. Because a lot of women, you know, they feel like if that guy giving them some attention and he dicking them down good, that's love. It's like, no, that's sex. Like a man probably most men won't fall in love with some woman or think she's the one just because she giving them sex. Let's get that clear. And then I know a lot of women, they'll use it. They'll hold the sex as a carrot for the man. It's like, yeah, I want to get him, so I'm going to tell him I don't have sex before marriage, and I'm going to hold back and all of that. And then, you know, they think they got the guy, and they'll have sex with him then. And they'll say, yeah, I got him, and the sex is good. And that dude might be like, afterwards, excuse my vulgarity, but it can get this way. He might like, hey, fuck you, I don't want you no more. You know, seriously. A man there's some men, they'll deal with a woman a long time if she trying to play that waiting game. There ain't no love there. He just want the pussy that bad. That happens constantly. That happens constantly. He ain't gonna think you the one just because all of a sudden you had sex with him. Now, the key to a man is his emotional connection, because we don't, you know, by nature, it's not going to be as much of an emotional connection with a woman. Now, for him to feel like that woman is the one, right, he has to feel like that she got him. He has to feel like this woman got his back. She going to support him, you know, that he can grow with her, that she's an asset. That's when he gonna feel like she's the one. Like he can go forward with her. Like she's the bomb. Like men will talk about this. Now here's the thing. Remember I said about the sex. When men talk about that woman they think is the one, they usually don't lead with how fine she is. Let me say that again. Most men don't lead with how fine she is if he thinks she's the one. He leads with her personality. And then he might bring up, oh yeah, she got a fat ass too. But that ain't the first thing if he thinks she the one. Now, if he don't think she the one, he leading with her ass. And like, yeah, man, she kind of get on my nerves, but, you know, she suck a mean one. I hate to be vulgar about it. I hate to be vulgar about it. You know, this channel, I'm just telling you the real. We don't have to like you to have sex with you. Honestly, for some men, it's actually easy. It's a lot of men who have sex with contempt. But that's another podcast. I'm laughing about it because I'm laughing to keep from crying about it, but because it's a real dynamic. But when a man thinks a woman is the one, and this is how you really know, he includes you inside his boundary. Now, I've talked about boundaries on my men's channel, and I think I addressed it on this channel. Sometimes these videos and podcasts blur together. If he thinks you the one, he brings you into his boundary, his personal boundary. And that's the important thing for a woman. Like, most women, they're not in a man's boundary. What's a boundary? That's his sacred core right there. That's like, once you in a man's boundary, he will never put his hands on you. Once you in his boundary, if someone disrespect you in the street, he might put a bullet in him. Or he'll be very violent towards anybody coming, like, trying to disrespect you or anything. You know, when you get some of these street dudes who have no problems putting a bullet in somebody and they do it for a woman, that's because that woman's in his boundary, because that boundary is a part of him. Like, the kids pretty much automatically get in the boundary. And like, a lot of women think they in a man's boundary, but she just has permission to cross it every now and then for whatever reason. But that's not, he's still not her true man. She just got permission to cross it. When you in a man's boundary, when he think you the one, he cares about your opinion. He listens to you. He wants what's best for you. But here's a key to it. He's still not gonna put his own needs above your needs above his. He's not gonna simp. But he's gonna be very protective of you. And he's going to, other little signs, he's going to introduce you to people that are important to him. You're going to meet mom, and it's not just a casual thing where y'all just happen to be by the house. He's going to be like, look, this is an important woman for me. He's going, and, when he think you the one, he's going to care what they say, because he's bringing you into his family. He's going to care about what you want in life. He's going to listen to you. He's going to want you to be your best. He's going, and provided you supportive of him, he's going to be supportive of you. If you got a dream to do something, he's going to be like, hey, baby, I got it. He's going to avoid trying to deliberately hurt you if you in his boundary. If he thinks you're the one, he's going to want to spend time. He's going to push women away. You're going to feel it. Not so much what he's doing, but you're going to feel it in how he looks at you. You're going to feel it in how he holds your hand. Even the sex is going to be different. Now, remember, I said, that man don't have to have, that man, if he think you the one, he ain't going to be like some guys. Like I said, some guys, many men can make love to women with a contempt. They fucking the woman. Let me just be straight up with it. They fucking the woman. The guy who think you the one, he making love to you. The guy who don't think you the one, he just trying to bust his nut. The guy who think you the one, he's going to be very concerned with your orgasm, or not even orgasm, just your overall pleasure. And you're going to feel his desire. Now, this is slightly different from him just having sex with you, just engaging with people in my subculture would call friction sex. Like, friction sex is just, or this woman in that culture called pool stick sex. He just poking. Nah, he's gonna look you in the eye while he making love to you. You're gonna feel it if he think you the one. And he's gonna want you. He's gonna want to include you in as much of his life as possible. Understand that. Now, some ladies, there's a lot of ladies feel like, they in a relationship with the man, but I'm like, that ain't your man. That is not your man. Now, I've talked about that. I talked about this gentleman, Russell Price, who wrote a book called She Might Not Be Your Woman If. And that was for the men, but he wrote one for the women called Is He Your Man or Is Your Head in the Sand? A lot of women's heads are in the sand. That's not their guy. Like, there's a lot of women think there's a guy who thinks he's the one. Like, a guy who thinks you the one, he gonna want to deal with you when the times are bad. Like, when you have to go to the hospital, you had an emergency, you at the hospital, that dude right there. That dude who don't think you the one, he might or might not show up depending on the situation. In fact, that's when you might find out he ain't down for you, because he was just pogo sticking you. He was just pool sticking you. So when that man feels it, you're gonna feel it's not just about what y'all doing in the bedroom having fun. You're gonna feel he's gonna actively engage in other parts of your life. If you got debt or something like that, he'll be the one to sit down with you and say, okay, this is how we can pay it off. Oh, and just to be clear, he probably ain't gonna pay it off for you. That ain't really love either. That's just a sugar daddy arrangement. Because if a man pays off your shit, he wants pussy. That ain't love. But the other guy's gonna say, okay, he gonna work with you. He might give you some advice. No, take money out the equation too, cause that ain't love either. That trust me, in many cases that's just a sugar daddy thing. He's just tricking. He's either tricking, sugar daddy. He's trying to control that. He's trying to control that 90. So, take heed and think about your relationships with the guy. How is it? Does he deal with you outside the bedroom? Does he care about your opinion? Does he want to see you be the best that you can be? That's the man who sees you as the one. Does he feel like you can grow with him? That's the one thing you the one. Otherwise, you're just fooling yourself. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all ladies later. Peace and blessings.